burning tree piles today. Got that one going over there right now, kind of settling down. Getting this one going here. Got a good barrier around it completely here, and yeah, Dad's coming out with the tractor and the diggers just to monitor them then, so until they settle down a little bit. Those cattails though, woo! Just taking some raunchy bales, using that for fuel to really get them going. That's gonna be the biggest pile. That was the biggest pile. That's gonna be roaring for a bit. This is a smaller pile. I got two more piles like this yet, smaller ones. This one's about half the size as that one was. Do have to report all the controlled burns to the dispatchers this time here, since there's not much, protection really, not as much moisture. So years are a little more stingy. Other years, like last year, it's really wet. Yeah, it's like, yeah, who cares? But you just got to kind of monitor. I mean, the wind today, yeah. I mean, if this were to start on fire, I mean, yeah, at least there's a huge body of water there. It's so the wind today actually is kind of good, kind of, sort of. Wouldn't have minded an east wind too. East wind would be fine. Got the field here and the road. It doesn't take as much to start because we burned about, was it 5 tree piles up? That was probably like a month ago already. It took a lot more to get them started as everything was damp, the snow and whatnot. I went through, I think, 3 bales for those. I think I'm only going to go through about a bale and a half, if that. These things just start taking off. And another one today. Final one for the day. Calf right at midnight, so calves to tag here. Slugging yet to tag. It's been nuts lately. How many are left now? 36, 48. 49 calves left to go. I mean, we just flew by the halfway point. Just flew by. I think we've had like 45 calves in the last 4 days. I mean, we were very slow calving here, basically, for the most part here. Slow, but it really took off here on the 18th. So that would have been Thursday, yeah, Thursday, and then, yeah, that would have been the Thursday then, yeah. Line's right up with that, so a couple big calves here, but the first one kind of had to pull. Basically the first calf we had to pull with the calf puller. And huge calf. But got it out, and now tonight then we lost, did lose a calf, twin calf. You guys can maybe see it maybe laying out there right now. So it was a twin, second twin. The cow that calved her now 8:03. She calved late this afternoon here, and then Dad noticed seemed like she didn't look great. Like she still looked kind of big yet on her left side, and she looked uncomfortable. So put her in, got her back in, and yeah, sure enough, it was upside down and backwards twin calf. So, but the time we pulled them out, the calf was dead. So we got to get rid of some of the calves. We actually have congestion in the main herd down here now. Not really in the corrals, just we got congestion down here now with all the calves running around. Look, we haven't had too much trouble yet with cows wanting other calves. I mean, we've had a couple already, but it seems like everything's doing all right for now. But, whew. But I'm calling it here today. I need to get off my feet. My left foot isn't doing so hot right now. I don't know if it's my Achilles tendon or what, but it's not doing so great right now. I noticed the last bit of stuff doing, just getting into a tractor to the 70/30 to move it out of the shed, put it to the other shed by the sprayer, and get in the tractor. Just foot kind of just gave out on me, and it kind of hurts now. It's almost tingly. Work's going though. It's going. I mean, a lot better than last year, but stupid wind again coming up. Just stupid wind. Windy as heck tomorrow again, and Windy on Tuesday, windy all day, all week, just wind, wind, wind. Doesn't quit. Yeah, I think this one looks good here. It covered it up pretty good already. Go out and take a peek real quick. Nope, I think this pile's good. This is a smaller pile. Good to go. These tree piles are pissing me off, to say the least. Of course, in North Dakota fashion, they never get the wind speeds right around here. Whatever the forecast says, you know, it's pretty much add on 5 miles an hour yet. So high winds today. Came out the loader and dumped some dirt on the tree piles here to make sure they're covered up here. So main one I was concerned about was this pile and another pile closer to home, but this is the main pile here. There's a bit of dirt here from cleaning up the edge of that end of that tree row there. There was a bunch of dirt in there already from the tree row, so, but there was a stump in there that was still burning yet, and just driving out with the UT now, just making sure everything's nothing looks stupid, so before the wind really kicks into the next gear then. So everything seems good here. Walked around, put my hand down places, used a shovel and kind of put a little bit more dirt in a couple spots, but yeah, I guess there's a big dirt mound there already to begin with from the tree row, end of the tree row. Got hauled over with the payloader, but this should be good though now here. So pretty piss poor conditions for trying to burn stuff lately. Yesterday was basically the best day yesterday, and of course figured following day gotta bury them then right away. So now I gotta come out here at the scraper probably on Wednesday, I would say, level off everything then, everything level up. I kind of piled up some of the branches that were fine, you know, that didn't burn. Pile up some of them, so, but there's still some stuff yet that I missed that were in the pile I didn't want to touch. Wanted to cover them up, so be a bit of work here yet to do. But I'm hoping to start seeding tomorrow though. Planning on it. The organic stuff here. And we might start the no-till stuff on Wednesday then. Some of the lighter soil. Get that in the ground, so. Still a lot of wind in the forecast. Lots of wind today, tomorrow. Backing off on Wednesday, then pouring on Thursday again. Then I gotta go down to a neighbor needs a little bit of help with a project, so run down there just real quick here and help them out. And be on my way then. So already getting late already. It's almost 7 o'clock already. Go feed cows here, but working on the drill over here. There's the T9, but yeah, finishing up my wheel bearings here for the drill here. I still got to do the 2 front cart tires, but I got to quit though. I did a lot already, but I did the 8 main ones last year after work. I just ran out of grease because I didn't have enough here for the winged ones, but for the most part all the bearings were good. Just needed a lot more grease in there. Eat a lot more grease. I think I probably used 4 tubes of grease, I bet. But one problem though. Remember when I was saying that, you know, gauge wheel bearings have been failing on here? We've replaced quite a few of them already. These suckers. We're not sure if just previous owners had too much down pressure or the wings were up in the air, and with the wings up in the air, water sits on here and water gets in through those bearings and of course rusts and destroys them. I can confirm that. This inner wheel here and that inner wheel there on the wing, yeah, not good. I don't know if you can see some of the grime on here, the grease that was in there. This one was the worst. I couldn't get this hubcap off hardly. Kinda wrecked the lip here a bit, but normally I couldn't get it off. It was rusty, so I wiped off whatever I could. I mean, I should actually pull the whole assembly off, but I mean the wheel still feels tight yet. But pulled that off, wiped as much grease off as I could, put the grease in the other night, pumped a bunch of grease in there, of course, and then I saw crummy stuff coming out, so I kept wiping stuff off until I saw kind of clean grease coming through again then, so pumped that thing full. This one, kind of the same story, but it looks like it's been opened before because it has a silver hubcap on here. Like, it's been changed, i.e. destroyed, because this is the only wheel that had blue grease in here, which must be the Mystic synthetic stuff that I use too, but yeah, it's kind of like liquidy, clay, watery, a little rough. Cleaned up as much as I could. Pumped grease in there, cleaned out. Didn't take as much, but yeah. The reason why I think this is water damage with when the wings are up in the air, you know, those front tires were fine because they pivot, you know, so they sat fine. Water could get in, but when these would be up in the air, and when they're up in the air, this side's top is top side then. And guess what? Water just sits here and seeps right in then into the bearing housing there. So yeah, that explains a lot, seeing this bearing and that other inner bearing then like that. So, and it's probably explaining why some of these gauge wheel bearings are failing, why we're replacing a few of them, more or less on the wings. Not a couple in the middle, but more or less on the wings they've been failing. Or as I say, the rest of them were good. Nice castle nuts, nice gold shiny. Just not enough grease really in any of these things. So like I said, I think I went through 4 or 5 tubes of grease. I think 1 tube of grease per 3 tires. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Yeah. So I'd say I just got to do these yet. We've checked these already here, the back ones. The first year we had it, so we checked them. I still got to do these yet, but in due time. So that tells more of the story on this drill, I guess. So unknown to us, I guess. I mean, like I say, this drill's it's a nice drill, but boy, you don't do certain things. It's not good. Not good. That's why on our SDX30, same with this drill too, like we never leave the wings up when it's outside. The wings always get folded down, especially we know if it's gonna rain. Even then we still put the wings out. We gotta work on stuff and whatnot, check stuff over. With our SDX30, we never had a problem with a wheel bearing. Or, I mean, the occasional gauge wheel thing, but not like this thing. This thing's went through more gauge wheels in the last, well, this will be the 3rd year with us using this now, but our SDX30 though, all those years we ran it, I think we've had only a couple gauge wheel bearings have to change. It's just a simple thing as that, is folding the wings down to avoid moisture getting into the bearings. Because when they sit up like that, it's like with some other implements too, discs as well. Yeah, just implements in general shouldn't be left, the wings shouldn't be folded up. Why I say one man's junk is another man's junk. Until you get it fixed up, then it can be a gem once again then. Amazing. I mean, like, there's impressions. Drill looks pretty good, but they say all the stuff we're fixing on it though. You almost wanted to get a different drill at this point. My brother kind of wanted to get a different one. All the stuff we keep doing, it's like, well, we're gonna get this sucker fixed up the way we want it. It's like, why sell it? We got it fixed up. Why? I mean, we'd almost like to have a different drill. One thing that we don't like about this drill is that it's so tall. You know, getting it in and out of the blue building is there's a method. So we have to have one wing down, then we have to have the other wing folded down part way then, so it clears the door coming out, the rafter. So there's a problem with this drill before they went to the Precision 500s then, but I don't know, the 500s look lighter duty. I don't know why. We've looked at a few of them too. I don't know. They just look lighter. The old SDXs are just heavy. I just don't know. I just don't know. Either way though, we're slowly getting it fixed, so just taking time. Year after year, find something else wrong with it and whatnot. So, but at least I kind of know more of the history on it now. Why things are going the way they are on it. So, well, yeah, speaking of one man's junk is another man's junk, my feed grinder. Good deal. Pretty much didn't lose a whole lot of money on it. So the dealership I bought it from, they fixed it up. they ate the labor costs because it was their policy. Even with used equipment too, they got a policy too that, you know, they'll eat the labor costs. But problem was the parts. Parts were $2,000. So, but I told them just to keep it, resell it, and just, you know, hopefully I just wanted my money back for it. And so they said salesman said he's gonna try it and see what they can do here, see what price they can get for it. And but yeah, lo and behold, you know, how many months later here, they sold it then. So, and I got a check in the mail then, pretty much close to a full refund. I just lost $250 on the whole ordeal. So really, not bad at all. I have no complaints. So they kind of made things right. So I was getting a little nervous there, but yeah, they made things right. So that's always appreciated though. Always helps. So. I mean, that feed grinder probably would have worked really well. I just needed to get different screens for it, for grinding corn. But with our corn cracker now, the Lakota, yeah, the Lakota was a little more money, but it does exactly what we want it to do, though. So worked out in the end here. So not too shabby.